for today's episode, we have Tolibian. I mean, it's Ramadan season. Who better to have than Tolibian? Yeah. Hello, Tolibian. How you doing?
Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm fine. It's good to be here.
Okay. Okay. Before we commence, we'd like to play a short game. So,
Today on Celebrity Chit-Chat, we're having a real and deeper conversation with someone whose talents just make you feel at home. Whether it's making us laugh on our phone screens or dance to a hit song, he's always stayed true to who he is. From his days performing in Abule Egba, funny moments in skits, from the streets of Ilorin to the viral Ramadan song you love, and the big stages is commanding in 2026. His journey is not without stories of trying to tell. We're going behind the viral moments today to talk about the real wins, the quiet challenges, and what it actually takes to keep that spark alive when the whole world is watching. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our guest for today, and he is Tolibian!
Good
hello, Tolibian.
afternoon.
Welcome.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so this guy have here. It's good to have you here. So let's get right into it. Many people, especially your fans, know you as Tolibian. So can you tell us more about who Tolibian is?
So in a layman sentence, podcast is an extension of who I am. I'd simply say it's an extension of my actual name, which is Mutolib. So who I am is a person of a person of culture, I'm rooted in my culture so much, but then I'm open to the world. The name itself blends, my identity and expression. So Tolibian is from Tolib, and yeah, that's who I am.
Mm. So can you tell us your full name?
Yeah, my full name is Abubakar Tolib.
Yeah, okay. You were born and raised in Ilorin. Can you give us a little insight into what it was like?
Man, growing up in Ilorin it was fun. It gave me balance, the culture, the discipline. My upbringing with my parents, and I mean, it's a calm, it's a calm city, influential people when it comes to tradition. I mean, that's pretty much about Ilorin. Yeah, their spirituality and everything. That's it.
And how has that shaped the man you are?
I mean, those sounds and the kind of way I was brought up kind of influenced the type of person I am today and the kind of music I make. A community of religious people and all sorts. So yeah, it has a great impact on who I am today, on my persona.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So let's talk about music.
All right.
Before music, you were for comedy skits online, and of course, your fans have seen you with the likes of the cute Abiola, likes of Camo State, and other skit makers. But it's been a long time since they've seen you with some of these people. What happened?
Oh, the skit making phase was more of like it was just a face of expression and visibility for me. You'd have to, I'd have to do skits, do duets on TikTok. I was more of like doing plenty things all together when I was doing skits. So naturally, people grow and evolve. So I feel like I just choose to focus on music and do it as a full time, career thingy. Yeah, there's no problem with me and my colleagues. They are my friends. We are very much cool. If I need to promote a new music I just dropped, I can reach out to them and we'll come up with something. But skit making, I'm not like niched to skit making, but I can do skit making to promote my music. I don't know if that explains
Okay.
it.
Okay. So I want to believe that the skit making phase prepared you for your music career. So can you tell us the challenges you faced transitioning from being a skit maker to an artist?
Man, the biggest challenge I faced was just trying to convince people, to see me beyond comedy, to not take my music as a joke. And, I had to be consistent enough musically for the sound to speak louder than my past. So, drop multiple singles, drop a couple of EPs to show your workings that yes, you have substance. So I feel like that's the biggest challenge so far. Anything aside that might be funding. Yeah, I hope that answers the question. Mm. That's the biggest
Sorry, go on.
challenge. Convincing.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about
What?
your career refit. The
Okay,
song
okay,
Would You Find
okay. The network is not that audible. Sorry, let me switch.
Your It went viral for a moment. Right. Okay. These are the first sequence here. This is your network issues. Tolibian, are you with us? You get in the meetings. That before you transition into the music career, you were doing it's not like it's just something that you popped into. It was actually in the line of music. It was just that now we are seeing in bands.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Fans now know better. Yes, I can hear you. But we can't
Yeah, my
see you.
network. Okay, sorry, hold on. Can you see me now?
Yeah, we can see you, but can you change the camera placement? Yes. Landscape,
Is it okay
please.
like this?
No. Landscape,
Yeah.
please.
The
Rotate.
former first position was landscape.
Perfect.
All right.
So the question I was asking before was that the Peru prefix, did you expect it to change your life? Because that moment went viral for a moment. Do you expect it to change your life?
To be honest, I didn't expect that level of impact. But then I understood that that was an opportunity. I mean, it was a defining moment that gave me, both visibility and belief in my music career and my artistic direction. So I saw it as an opportunity, to do more. And, it is more of like that sign to, pursue that music professionally. Yeah. But that was what was tied to the moment for me.
Defining moments. How important was that moment in building confidence in as an artist?
Your voice is breaking.
Yeah, speaking of defining moments, how important was that moment of that doing that viral song?
Hello,
How important was it in building confidence in you as an artist?
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, please repeat the question. I did not get that question.
Okay, awesome. I said you mentioned that it was a defining moment for you in your career, right? So I'm asking that how
Mhm.
important was that moment in building confidence in you as an artist?
I mean, I said it was very important to me because it gave me both visibility and belief in my artistic direction. Like a sign for me to actually pursue
Mhm.
that music, that talent, that skill, that thing I'm actually doing, that freestyle I'm actually doing is not a mistake. That I can make things happen, and yeah, that's it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's talk about your hit song, Ramadan. Last year, you gave us a similarly timeless song, Ramadan. Did
Mhm.
you expect that hit, the massive hit you got from the song?
Um, do I expect that level of virality and success from the song? No, but then I believed in the song, but not to that scale. The process was, it was intentional and it was organic. There was a freestyle before the producer of the song saw the freestyle, took the video, and laid some instrumental on it before we now. There was a whole lot of process. It was not. It was not something. It was not something I I pictured up to that scale. Yeah, let me use that word pictured. So I was just being open minded about the creation. Even while I was doing the freestyle, I was being open minded with what I was doing. So I mean, at the end of the day, I was still expecting it to do good
Mhm.
numbers, but not up to this scale. Yeah.
Okay, but there are definitely some of your songs that you expected a big hit from, right?
You said what?
I said, is there any of your songs that you expected a big hit from?
Yeah, I mean, a couple of my songs like that. I have songs like Johnny. I have songs like Happy. I have songs like Hello, Deja Vu, and a couple other good songs like that. But I feel like with time they'll get their flowers because they're actually good songs. Yeah.
So how was it like the creative process on Ramadan with Odumodu Black?
Working on Ramadan Kareem with Ojumudu Black. It was energetic. It was an insightful one because Odumodu is is an old man and is a prayerful person. So it was an insightful session. Even before our session itself, even before we got to meet, his energy has always been on 100. He has been positive about the track. So Working with Odumodu Black added a different energy that elevated that record. And big shout out to Bodge on the microphone too. He also came in with a different energy, yeah. So yeah, it was fun working with him, and I look forward to doing more with him.
So what did you mean by Odumodu Black is an old man?
Just now, because he sounds like a leader of a pack. He sounds like a somebody that has plenty responsibility, like an adult, a proper adult, like he's straight to business. He doesn't look like somebody that doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, he's always active. Let me use that word. Yeah.
Mm. So we're still talking about Ramadan. Let's talk about the viral dance that it went viral on TikTok. Was it something that you intentionally strategized? Was it that you mapped out a strategy that based on your days as a skit maker on TikTok, you applied it to the song so that it go viral that way?
Um. Yes, because during the days of my content, I've been making use of TikTok. And even when I post on apps like Instagram, Facebook, and probably Twitter during my skit days, the numbers that those videos are going to do on TikTok is quite going to be impressive, unlike what other social media apps are going to do. So I know the power of virality on TikTok, especially when the content is good. So right from my content days, I've been making use of TikTok because I understand how people engage on that app. You understand? So the dance came naturally, although I think it was originated from, maybe I think it is the Sudanese that owns the dance, or the Somali people. I don't know. I shall not say no be Nigerian. So it is the dance came from, you know, up on the dance and turned it to trend, which do with you using your neck. I won't finish us with this network. Hello, can you guys hear me? Um, I've been here explaining. Okay, all right, no problem. Do I need to unmute my mic? Okay. Please let me know if you guys can hear me. Your mic is muted. Tribune Online TV. Your mic.
We can hear you.
Yes, so where were we?
Apologies
The
for that. We
TikTok
had a
dance
digital network issue.
is calm. Everywhere nice.
We're still talking about the dance, the
Yeah.
moves.
See, I said I would need to get my fact right, but I think the one from these Sudanese or Mali people. Yeah. And I understand how people engage on TikTok. And the dance was simple, it was expressive, it was easy for people to, connect with. That was, the history and the theory around the dance.
Okay. You made us move a lot of you made us move our heads a lot of times.
A lot.
Recording in progress.
I'm with you.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. Network is
It's
really
fine.
bad. Okay. I mentioned earlier that for a while Ramadan stopped trending, and you mentioned you went through a low moment mentally. How did you handle the situation at the time?
Over time, I've get to understand that growth is pressure is a part of growth. So I focus more on evolution. Is it better now?
Yes, we can hear
Okay.
you. Kindly project if you can.
Can I do what?
Project. We can hear you, but it can be more audible. Kindly project
Yeah, but
if you can.
is it clear? Is it audible now? Is it clear now?
Yeah.
All right, please repeat the question.
Okay, so I mentioned that for a while Ramadan stopped trending last year, and you mentioned that you went through a low moment mentally. How did you handle the situation at the time?
And I said over time I've gotten to understand that pressure is part of growth. Can you hear me?
Perfect.
All right, so since I've understood that pressure is a part of growth, I focus more on evolution and not validation. So because one song can introduce you, but another thing to be consistent. Consistency is what actually defines you. So handling pressure, I mean, I've pretty much gotten used to it. It can only get better. I'm done. Oh.
Okay, so we know that you're in the music industry or you're a creative at home, there will always be critics. People will always come out to say different things that they believe that you should improve on or probably works right now for you. But we've heard on the street that some critics are saying that your sounds are based on seasonal and viral moments. But we've not heard you say anything about that.
To be honest, I feel like it is more of, I see it as a perspective um thing because what timing for me. They can see it as season, I can see it as a cultural timing because my goal is to create music that connects people, whether it is now or years later. As far as say that they hear them and that they fit connect people together. So if they see it as seasonal, it is their perspective. If they see it as weekly jam, their past Ramadan is here to stay. And I don't know. It's a cultural timing for me. if that gives them an answer to what
Okay.
has been going on online.
Hmm.
Okay, so recently you remixed Ramadan, you featured, collaborated with Yinka Ifele and
Yeah.
Bad Boy Wema. I want to
Mm-hmm.
ask, should we be expecting this every year, collaborating with other artists when it's Ramadan?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. We don't know what the future holds. Let's not make promises yet. I might end up dropping another bad jam than this, another fire jam
Okay.
than this Ramadan. So yeah, but
Okay, yeah.
we'll see.
So how
We'll
do you
see to
feel
that.
collaborating with this artist, Yinka Ifele and Bad Boy Wema?
Man, I'll not stop saying growing up, I listened to Yinka Ifele and plenty other pioneers of Afrobeat and Afrobeats. So working with Yinka Ifele was, a full circle moment for me because he's someone he's someone I grew up listening to, like I said earlier, and also collaborating with Bad Boy OML Omola. He brought out the freshness of the music, and he brought a youthful synergy. Having a Gen Z and someone like him, Kayefele, on a song, kind of bring, that youthful and, yeah, fresh synergy to the song. I mean, it was a bridge between generations and future and sounds. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, we understand what you mean. That's
Mm-hmm.
that must have been you grew up listening to. That must have been mind. You don't have to have listened to them on listen to them anyways. Who are those legendary artists that you love, absolutely love to collaborate with, whether in the Fuji art or the contemporary art?
In the Marshall, for depth and tradition, and I'd say contemporary art pushing global the likes of Bonner Olamide
Okay,
Bado,
love it.
Skits, bro, anybody making good music. I mean, that you started from the angle of Fuji and not the shy, like really slam. Yeah.
Okay, so your sounds are deeply rooted in. Okay, your sounds are unique and deeply rooted in Ilorin. And for sounds like Abule, it has this international vibe to it, this global side to it.
Mhm.
So how do you balance staying in the local and expanding internationally?
Despite the fact that I'm from Ilorin, I still try identity, but my sound is, universal. You still, you can still tell
Sorry,
that
can
this
you
boy
repeat
is
that again?
from. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
we can.
So I said,
Yeah.
We
despite the
can hear.
fact that I'm from Ilorin, Ilorin City, and I love to stay rooted in my identity, but you would always have, because the goal is to make music that carries my culture, but then the music should be able to travel without translation because then music is universal, they say. So the plan is to the goal is to make music that carries my culture, and my tradition, but can carry it around the globe. That those music can travel without us having to subtitle or translate them. So I feel like that's how I'm being able to balance my local tradition and culture and also blend it with the global markets.
That's absolutely beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Focus artists.
Yes, you know that it's not just nationally, you want to go globally for it.
That's beautiful.
That's a great one.
So quickly, let's do some rapid fire questions.
Appreciate that.
If you had to choose one forever,
Okay.
which would it be? Comedy or music? Cannot choose two. It has to be one.
I'll choose music on the lag. Rapid fire questions. Music. I'll choose music.
Yes, rapid fire question.
Yeah, I said I choose music. Oh,
Music, okay.
do I need to
No
give my reason
comedy.
why?
Okay, noted. TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok for discovery.
Uh-uh. TikTok for discovery.
Yes, so I don't talk am since.
Instagram for what?
Clock it.
Okay, so before we round off, what advice
Okay.
would you like the and the music space and are discouraged as to tell young artists?
Of encouragement right now is
Okay,
ciao
guys,
ciao. I'm honored.
that's it. This is for this week's episode on Celebrity Chit-Chat. In case you want us to bring your favorite celebrity to this show, you can drop it in the comment section. Let's know. Let's hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Nigerian Children TV. Also, visit our website at www.tribunonline.com for a plethora of articles. I'm talking sport, entertainment, finance, politics. We have it all part of them. Till next time, I remain Lenny Polo.
And I'm Eunice Olale.
And it's a bye from us.
Bye.